Bambi, and I'm the tiniest pony there is. I need a sturdy,
Okay,
strong pony to
I
take
think I
care of
figured
me.
out what I want to do. Okay, so... Okay, I think I figured out something, okay? About with YouTube videos, they're great, but I want to expand on that. Do you guys... What the fuck is wrong with Lucky? Do you guys have any fan fictions you want me to read? I will read it on the channel. Just send me... If you have some weird fan fiction or something, I will read it. Shoots Bambi's mom in Braille. I shit you not. Because I feel like 50 Shades of Grey. That's not a fan fiction. That's not a fan fiction, V. That's not a fan fiction. Eviction. I wanna find some weird fan fiction and then read it. Unless nobody's got any. I've got none. Dan. Read Wendy X Reader. Okay, I'll go to... Okay. Here we go. Wendy X Reader. Great. Wendy. Can I get Wendy? Wendy. Wendy's. Peter's Goodbye to Wendy's. Can I get... Is there like a Wendy's burger? Can... God damn it. Wendy's. Eat Me Daddy. Oh no. Holy fuck. Okay. Alright, so... I'm gonna... Alright, so... So Mistaken just sent something. Alright. It's called Eat Me Daddy. And important author's note. So I've been suffering from writer's block for a while, and I am slowly recovering. What are these? Can I... Oh, I can do that. And... Okay. Okay. I see how it is. So I've been suffering from writer's block for a while, and I am slowly recovering from it. I decided to write a story on paper and post it on fanfiction for the respective people. Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. You want me to read this whole thing in an ASMR voice? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can whisper the whole time. I hope you have fun reading it, as how I have put my passion, effort, and respect in it. I'm not a native English speaker, so if I make many mistakes, I wouldn't mind if you pointed out where I made one. Thank you. To anyone who is not familiar with yaoi... We got to yaoi. Now, I got Markiplier. It's a third-person Jack and Mark POV. Okay. Do not judge a book by its cover. There will be smutty graphical scenes in it, and I shall not warn you when it starts. But it will not be too excessive, I guess. Heh. I haven't really attempted to write anything too smutty yet. Okay. I originally intended for this story to be a massive one-shot, but I believe that I want to make another chapter after this one. We will see if you guys enjoy it. Have fun reading. Okay. So, I don't know much about this. Who do you think is the top? I don't know. No, Toxic, don't do it. You're not the top. Don't be it. Oh, can I do the... I know who Jacksepticeye is. Can I do a Jacksepticeye impression? Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome to me and my silly friend Mark, also known as Markiplier, playing a newly found updated version of The Forest in co-op mode. Jack enthusiastically shouted at his old trusted camera. You could hear a low-pitched snort after Jack's silence. Hello, ladies, Mark randomly flirted with the camera, moving a hand through his blue bangs. Does he have blue bangs? Hauntling, send Speed some lolicon. He's gonna need it for the Christ. I need lolicon. Hauntling, help me. I need lolicon. They gonna bone each other during a reading of the forest? No doubt. God damn it. The green-haired male was about to make a compliment when a creature within the game bitch-slapped his tune, dropping half his health. Mark, what the bloody hell? Jack shouted at the top of his lungs. Sheesh, you shout so hard, Mark nagged back at him, adjusting his headphones back on top of his head as how the Irishman's scream had been painful. He too, the two childish YouTubers were calling/camming on Skype, allowing them to sync their actions in a better way while recording. Wait, Skype. Were people still using? Okay, 2016. Okay. Jack was enjoying himself. He swung his axe towards a tribe lady who seems to have her bare breasts jiggling about. Jack laughed, almost like a child. Mark cursed in the background somewhere, as to how he was unable to climb in their proudly made treehouse. Hey, Merc! This lady's naked! His adorable Irish accent mixed with his English. Mark took note of it, frequently checking Jack's movements and automatic reflexes. The Irishman felt Mark's stare on him, and he was staring for too long. Any other person would believe him to simply looking at the camera. Jack fidgeted in his chair. Jack's thoughts always somehow managed to go back within an unpleasant memory he wished that had never had occurred in the first place. There was a reason why it was so long since his last visit. Oh no. The experience gave him an overwhelmingly crushing fear to directly look at the Korean man's face. Okay. Slurps in Braille. Oh my god. Get behind me. I'm not doing an ASMR voice. Fallen for Mark. Because if I'm doing ASMR, then I'm switching this to an ASMR stream, and then people are going to be like, what the fuck is this? And then they're going to ban me. No, they're not. They don't care. Soon enough, his head got pulled back into reality by the Korean German on Skype call. Wait, is Markiplier Korean and German? Is that it? Hey, Jack, what's wrong? Mark said. Oh, hey, Jack, what's wrong? Mark said, with a worried facial expression and an earnest look. A look that almost felt like it penetrated through the cam itself. Jack blinked twice. The game had discontinued and Jack was unaware. He literally had been spaced out for a few minutes. No, I'm alright, Mark. He responded with a cracked voice. Jack felt terrible, embarrassment hitting him hard. His pale cheeks gained a bit of rosy tint. Jack, if something is wrong, you know I don't mind if we recorded the gameplay some other time, Mark suggested. That handsome, sweet voice of Mark only made things more unfair for the Irishman. Jack scratched his stubble, averting Mark's eyes. So, Jack, he said, he heard the male sigh. I dislike seeing my friends in trouble, especially you, so... Mark tried to find the right words while he was talking. I have an idea. Oh, God. Mark let out another sigh, but he was doing his best not to. Jack once again thought he troubled the Asian man and would rather just sink back into the ground a few feet further. Gathering courage, he directly stared into Mark's eyes, smiling his worries off. No need, Mark, he answered. Yes, need, Sean, Mark replied with a hint of irritation. Oh no. I'm crying again. Mark, let's bang. That's literally what's gonna happen. This is where it's going. Shit, where was I? Jack fell silent. Look, I don't know what's wrong, but it's been a while since you've been here and stuff. I was wondering, maybe you want to visit again to spend some time with all of us and me, of course. Mark sheepishly ran a hand through his hair, fixing it a little in a wait for a response. Mark! Oh, the known mixed feeling of fear and guilt choked up within Jack's throat. The memory had turned him all vulnerable, but he got into such a conflict with himself, he'd rather just end the call and cry under the blankets of his bed. He did not want Mark to see an emotional, weak side of him again. Wait, is this a sequel? Is this a fucking sequel? What is going on? Okay. Not like that. On the verge of tears, Jack hastily closed the Skype call without saying goodbye and shut his electronics altogether. It was silent, too silent. All Jack could hear was the ticking of a little septic-eye clock a fan gave him on a convention as a gift. He realized how lonely he actually was, and how badly he wanted Mark to hold him right fucking now. He could already picture himself making a move on Mark and turn it into the largest YouTube scandal ever. On top of that, his friends and shaming his family, adding up to all that, he actually had a girlfriend. What did he have to do with her? What did he have to do with her? They had been together for such a long time, and he was convinced that once he genuinely liked her, but it wasn't love, not real love. The newly discovered passionate longing for that Asian man. Oh no. Every negative thought that went through Jack's mind only made him feel worse. He climbed back on his bed in tears, trying to rid himself of all the supposedly unclean that had befallen him, while the sound of Mark trying to call him echoed within his bedroom. As soon as Jack ended the call, Mark was utterly speechless. He wasn't mad at him or anything, but worried so bad about what could possibly bother the green-haired YouTuber. Mark sat there, lost in thought. He took his headphones off and reached for his phone. However, calling Jack seemed to have no effect at all. Jack did not answer. Mark had long figured something gravely wrong had happened, and he felt bad for himself and the Irishman that he was unable to do anything so many times. Knowing Jack, he would have most likely been crying again. Again? I wrote a fanfic about Speed and PewDiePie. For real? That'd be the first time I've had a fanfic written about me. Also, I did find that picture that, hold on a second. You know what? I'm gonna post this in the shit posting thing, because I forgot about it, but I found that picture that, Big Wee Wee made of me a long time ago. I'm gonna post it in the chat, or in the Discord. But this is the first fan art that was ever made of me. I think it's in my standard meme. I gotta find it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Don't worry. It's this weird picture of me and Cool Cat. I think it's under picture memes. Don't worry, it'll be worth it. Hold on. God damn it, where did it go? There it is. I found it. Here it is. I sent it. Someone made a picture of me there. Anyway. Discord in Braille. Yeah. Alright. Mark's blood boiled from the stupid thought. He got up from his chair and walked around his workspace in circles. How could he have possibly forgotten what happened when Jack last visited? What if Jack had been crying without him knowing? He certainly didn't want Never mind. That was disgusting. I know. You can thank Big Wee Wee for that. I asked him to draw a picture of me with Cool Cat, and that's what he came up with. Mark's blood boiled from the stupid thought. And he got up from his... Okay, I already read that. He scooted over closer to his desk, closing useless tabs and opening his web browser. Mark was unaware that he cared so much for Jack. A bit too much, perhaps? Well, if Jack refused to come over, he'd have to take matters into his own hands. Oh no, he's gonna fly over there. This isn't even modern dating. Where's the unsolicited dick pics? Where's the TikTok memes of cocks being shown? That morning, Jack was awake earlier than he thought he had been. Ashamed to look his lover in the eyes, he kept snoozing in his bed, pretending to be asleep. Jack slept through 2 hours. I'm gonna rape him. Yep. Oh no. His girlfriend left a note next to his nightstand, and not long after, he heard the sound of the front door closing, echoing in silence of his place. The Irishman fell asleep soon after reading the note, while the tears that left his eyes dried on his very cheeks, clutching onto the little piece of paper with all his might. Time skip 1825. Jack woke up once more with a sharp sting running through his back. He carried the feeling of hunger alongside the stiffness that came from having slept in a wrong position. He got up with a yawn, slugging towards the kitchen. This day is awful, Jack thought to himself, brewing his favorite coffee at the espresso machine. With his filled coffee cup, he went to the bathroom, undressing slowly, of course, half awake, drinking a couple of sips. From time to time, he literally went in the shower with his coffee. He felt like the end of the world. It felt like the end of the world to him. Little did he know, though. He wrapped his lower half towel squeaky clean. After the long shower, forgetting his cup in the bathroom, he stepped out of the steamy area and took an exhausted walk back to his room. He sat down on his bed, grabbing the piece of paper between his fingertips. His eyes traced the innocent written words on it. Hey, Sean, I know you're asleep, and I had to leave early or I'd miss my flight. I told you, right, last week. I said I'd be going back to Korea to visit my family for 2 weeks. I get that you're busy. That is why I let you sleep. If you need some food, there's some leftovers I saved for you in the fridge. Sean, I love you. I'll be back soon. Love, Wishu, seeing your everything. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Jack, get your whistle quick. Yeah. Jack, in massive conflict with himself, tossed the innocent paper note aside as if it was a devil. He reached for his phone that kept vibrating the entire time, all his senses alarmed at the notifications on the locked screen. 36 missed calls, 10 texts. The 10 texts were from Mark, and the 35 missed calls were from him as well. One was from no one other than Wade. Ignoring the call of Wade, he scrolled through Mark's texts. Mark, where are you? I decided I'm coming. If you're not coming, I will. Don't worry, the ticket wasn't expensive. I know something's up. Jack, answer, please. I want to know if you're okay. Sorry for the spam. Are you home all right? My flight is leaving now. I'll see you soon. Hopefully. What? Oh no. Wait, so his Asian Korean girlfriend is leaving while Markiplier's coming over to give him the old, Ooh, it's gonna be one of those things. Jack dropped his phone out of terror. It landed on his bed and made a little jump to the edge. That's specific. Gets Poner in Braille. Jesus. Whistle. Ooh. Oh my. Oh. Okay. Jack dropped his phone out of terror. Okay. He rushed over in his towel to plug his phone in the portable charger that was still stuck in the socket. Jack forgot he was stark naked, besides the towel covering his lower half. His hair was all messed up, not even close to being dry. Green hair strands dancing in front of his face at every step. The Irishman stopped in his tracks. The fear of... he's naked already, so you know Mark's gonna come in, and he's gonna fuck him right there. Being a pain in the ass, all bottled up within his stomach, it made him want to throw up. How was he ever going to face Mark like that? Mark, no. Why? Jack mumbled to himself. He took a deep breath to calm himself. So be it. It was now or never. He would never confront the Asian German sooner or later anyway. The doorbell rang. Mark was currently waiting at the front door. Jack hurried over to the front door and opened it without hesitation. Mark, at recognition of the slightly smaller male's face, he embraced him tightly, noticing Jack was only wearing a towel at the very... Oh, fuck! Wearing a towel at the very moment. Okay, fine. I will do the ASMR voice. You should write TikTok Granny. You write the TikTok Granny fanfic. Okay. Jack, you're okay. Mark whispered to him, relieved as hell anyone could ever be. Mark, is it coming in okay? I hope it's coming in okay. At least a paragraph. I'll write a paragraph. Next stream, we'll write a TikTok Granny. I'll write a TikTok Granny. You know what? Off stream, I'll write one, okay? And then I'll bring it, and then you guys will like it, okay? Mark, Jack shivered upon the Asian German's embrace, though not quite sure whether it was the cold air or the man's warm touch. Could ye please let go of me? Jack hesitantly asked, a visible blush appearing on his cheeks. Wait. Mark's arm muscles twitched. At first, the worries had blinded Mark, although when he had finally calmed down a bit, he started feeling the Irishman's skin against his hands. I'm sorry, The Asian YouTuber released Jack from his grip, hiding his embarrassment. Finally, after exchanging awkward looks and smiles, Jack told him to come in. Soon after, Jack disappeared into his bedroom, almost panting out the nerves that were getting into his head. Oh no. Homework, yeah, stream homework. Oh no. Jack, calm down, he thought to himself. While he took a deep breath, he unwrapped the towel. Okay. He unwrapped the towel, wandering butt naked around in his room. If Mark came in, he was screwed. Like, totally ass-boned. Not sure if he totally mind. Though, Jack slipped into a pair of slim black boxer briefs. The pair Wishu gave him for his birthday, only adding up to his guilt. But it was the first pair he conveniently found laying on his dresser. Not like Mark would know. Jesus Christ. Alone in Jack's living room, he had allowed himself to take off his jacket and also take a seat on the couch. Yes, besides Mark's heart racing, it was awfully quiet. Mark's stack was much more lively, considering he had a dog and roommates who wouldn't leave him a little peace and quiet here and there. Mark smiled. His built-up stress and worrying had been replaced by the type of relieved feeling you'd gain after having found the bathroom because you were holding your piss in for a couple of hours. Thank God Jack wasn't crying or anything. Not at the moment, at least when he traced the flashing memory within his head of Jack's surprised look before the embrace. He thought of faint redness underneath those eyes. Mark slightly sulked, as how he wasn't able to prevent those tears from falling. He took a deep breath. He awkwardly stared at his own hands, the way his skin made contact with the Irishman's. He couldn't forget it. It was so smooth. He wanted to touch it again. Mark fist bumped his own head and shook his head, trying to rid himself of the impure thoughts that rushed through his goofy brain. No way. Why him? Mark thought. The Asian German got distracted by a loud thump coming from Jack's bedroom, followed with some funny yet cute curses that left Jack's lips. Mark smiled again. Oh well, he sighed to himself. Perhaps the reason why he felt so strange was because he hadn't seen Jack in a while. Anyone would feel so excited about visiting his or her best friend, right? Man, they're gay as shit, I know. Mark tried. Anyone would be worried enough to fly overseas. I'm illiterate. Mark tried his best to convince himself until the sound of a door opening soon reached his ears. Ah, Jack. Mark got up and stared at the Irish YouTuber slowly approaching him, who only seemed to wear boxer briefs and an oversized shirt. Mark gulped. Never had he imagined he would look that sexy. We're not at that part yet. Hold on. Right now, my feeling is the guy, the computer. That's what I feel like right now. I'm just wanting to curl up in a ball and die. It was almost like he saw Jack in a new light. Mark became a bit fed up with his thoughts. It's not like it's the first time he saw him in his boxers. More like 100 times. It can't be. Since when did he start looking at Sean that way? Christ. Jesus. The two men sat together on the couch in silence. He, Mark, had taken a seat after Jack. What happened? Mark finally broke the silence. Jack looked down at his own lap, avoiding Mark's stare. You didn't have to come, you know. I mean, Jack swallowed. I was just feeling a bit bad because my girlfriend left to Korea for 2 weeks. It's kind of lonely. Jack couldn't believe his own words. It was the only thing he could think of. It wasn't exactly his strongest point, lying though. It's not like it was a complete lie. She left, but was not the cause of his gloomy mood. It was the American beef piece of hotness with those loving dark eyes and a personality to die for. Mark Fishbach. Jack was sinning so hard. He tilted his head to look at Mark, finding out Mark was in a deep thought to himself, processing the information. Jack's inner panicky feels had calmed down. Mark most likely saw through his oblivious lie, but decided to keep quiet about it. We're posting gay emojis in the chat. Mark's boner begins to rise in Braille. Oh no. Okay. Well, alright then. So while I'm here and won't be leaving for a week, Mark started. We might as well do something fun. Jack smiled, loosening up a bit. Yeah. How about a round of Plant vs. Zombie? No. Mark cut him off. A game of Cry of Fear, you know. Remember that game? The Asian German went through his luggage he brought with, taking out a black laptop bag. He kept a gamer laptop in. It took him 5 minutes to start up the PC, connecting to the Wi-Fi, and opening up the horror game. He carried both laptop and charger to Jack's desk, both of them taking a seat behind. Jack started up his own PC. What is that? Okay, it's never mind. Sorry, there was something on my foot. Jack started up his own PC, the game, and they began their co-op adventure. He was a little nervous at the fact that Mark was sitting way too close. Jack, let's make a bet. What? Why? The Irishman asked. Mark's bet were always up to no good. The one who dies first will... Mark shrugged before he continued. Dance to a Frozen song while singing along. Ah, hell no, Mark. Jack broke out in laughter. That's something Felix would say. You're too confident you'll win, mate. Yes, I am. Mark bragged a while about his gamer skills and strategies while they played. I've never heard of Cry of Fear. Throws up in Braille. This is how it's supposed to be. No fighting, no weird lingering feelings, or things to be held from each other. Just like two best friends. This entire picture felt so wrong. They both knew it, but denied it strongly, not wanting to ruin their precious moments and bonds they shared. Mark, Jack poked him, hearing the Asian YouTuber grunt. Yeah, what? He brought his fingertips to the bridge of his nose, trying to wake himself up. Jack chuckled. Seeing Mark like that, so carefree, made him feel good inside. At least Mark didn't have to lie awake at night. I'm here, Mark. You're falling asleep, man. Jack hoped talking to him in a soft voice helped. He wouldn't want to carry his asleep ass to bed. Pfft. I know. Sorry, I've been tired. And Jack got up from his chair. Don't worry, Mark. I'll prepare the bed for you. God damn it, they're going to the bed. They're going to the bed. Do you need some help? Mark asked Jack, who already walked in his direction of the familiar guest bedroom. Nah, I'm good. Ye should wait. It won't take long. Jack, Mark called out to him, almost desperate. Yeah? He turned around to look at Mark. Mark got up as well, striding his way to the smaller male, and reached out to grab Jack's arm, in fear of Jack running off again. He wanted Jack to listen. Jack, no. Sean, I hope you're truly feeling better. You know, I care for you as much as you care for me. The green-haired boy shivered a little to Mark's notice. Do you think I didn't? Mark paused for a second to find the right words. Jack stayed silent, suppressing his emotions. Do you think I didn't notice the red tint under your eyes as if you had been crying? Oh no, I'm so tired and so interested. Mark will wake Jack up with his penis. Sean, the stern. It was silent once more, apart from Jack, who let out some whimpers. Mark held on too hard. Sean. The stern look on Mark's face made Jack feel like he was defeated. Those brown, caring eyes that penetrated right through Jack like a needle which had scratched the surface of a balloon. Mark was his only weakness, and a large one indeed. These little emotions only kept reminding him of the fact that he loved Mark so much it hurt. Everything hurt. His heart hurt. His head hurt. His arm hurt. It's 'cause he's squeezing it. Every inch of his body pained at Markiplier's touch. That's what you get for uncontrollably falling in a forbidden love with your cyber celebrity best friend. So Mark pulls out dog kink mask and chains and whips. Oh Jesus, if that's where it goes, this already gets great. Let's go, he whispered. Only then Mark released his arm out of awareness. He was clearly hurting poor Jack. A visible handprint left bruise on Jack's pale skin. I'm sorry. I won't touch you again, Mark said with a hint of regret. Jack went in defensive mode. Why did it have to turn into a pile of shit after it went so well? Yes, he wanted to cry and be away from him. Now it wasn't as easy as ending a damn Skype call. Luckily for him, Mark turned away as a hint for Jack to go back to preparing the guest's bedroom. He left the living room fast, only managing to have heard these final words in a deep, manly tone. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. Okay. Time skip 3:08 a.m. Jack was restless under the covers of his bed. He had cried. When is the sex gonna happen? Like, god damn it. Cried it all out, blaming himself in the process to only spread more unnecessary negativity. It was like Baka. Here's where it gets good. Okay, it better. It was like the cheerful, energetic spirit inside of him slowly crumbled down every long second that has passed. His entire room gave off the aura of anyone could mistake for an abandoned graveyard, too dark and gloomy. There was a mix of anxiety and depression swimming through his stomach like it was a pool party. These depressed feelings acted up so badly, making him want to throw up. Is Mark sleeping now? Jack wondered. It would be a stupid idea to actually go check up on Mark. Jack sniffed twice. He sat upright, embracing his room's darkness. That's a good line. Finally out of his bed, he already regretted the decision he made. I mean, it was not too bad of a thought. It was Jack's own house, after all. He could always make up some kind of excuse, like he had to find something or wrong room. Foolish. Even though Mark would stay for a week, he had to do this. Jack slapped his own cheeks for confidence. With a proper mindset, a deep breath, and a stormy stomach, he left the room to visit Mark's. Oh, this is where it's going. Mark smelled the sheets Jack placed for him on the guest bed. It was the same smell that hung around Jack's living room, with a hint of something sweet. He couldn't sleep either, wide awake, with an unspoken plead that he wanted Jack to forgive his behavior. It was not cool at all. Mark himself remembered the way Jack's face looked so damn pained. He hated seeing him like that. He didn't want Jack to suffer at all, or cry anymore for that matter. Mark swallowed the saliva that built up in his mouth. He wasn't too sure if he felt responsible for hurting Jack entirely. Since his girlfriend left to Korea for 2 weeks, though, knowing Jack, there ought to be more than meets the eye. The septic eye? There it goes. Even if that was the case, Mark concluded he should take Jack out for breakfast and then have fun together. He could take Jack out for a stroll at the park or a movie or... Wait. Didn't that sound too much like... a date? Mark bit the pillow, denying the fact he felt his cheeks flush a little. I think it was blush a little. When did it get so warm? He closed his eyes. The sheets were ticklish against his hairy legs. Mark was only in his boxer briefs, and the shirt he wore all day, he smelled like sweat. It made him feel kind of guilty that his sweaty stench overpowered the nice scent of Jack. All Jack. Mark licked his own teeth. The taste of the food he ate with Jack was still present. His mind recalled the memory of Jack chugging down the glass of water, the wetness of his lips upon taking the see-through fragile object away from his lips. One drop of water that escaped his lips reaching Jack's lovely stubble. Mark's imaginations went further than that. Oh no. The emojis. The water drop reached Jack's skin. He imagined himself making a move, attacking the sweet Irishman, licking the spilled fluid off his chin, pulling him into a tight embrace. Mark bit his own tongue. He screamed an uncontrollable ow, followed by a low-pitched damn it. That's my karma for thinking about Jack like that, he thought. Why did I even... God... The Asian sinner noticed a certain all too common tightness below. Did I just... Oh God, no, why? Mark froze in his bed when he heard swift footsteps grow closer to his door. He closed his eyes in presence of an pretense of appearing to be asleep. Jack's unsteady heart was beating too fast for his own good. He tiptoed to the asleep YouTuber and sniffed in a low volume. Glad to know he's a deep sleeper, Jack thought. It's also going to be deep. Getting hot now. It's getting saucy. It is getting saucy. I'm sorry. He allowed his eyes, which accustomed to the dark, take in the shape of the sleeping beauty. Jack's lips parted to speak. I'm so sorry, Mark. His accent interfered with his whispers. I just can't really tell ya. Jack leaned over his body, sinking his hand into the mattress, preventing himself to fall. His lips slowly brushed against the sweat man's cheek before he kissed it. Jack did not mind one bit that Mark was sweaty all over. In fact, the scent was kind of a turn on. Dude, we're gonna have to need Jesus after this. Jack jolted aback when he felt Mark's big hand tightly wrap around his delicate wrist. What? Jack could barely respond to the sudden movement. He got dragged right onto the bed. He fell on his back as he grunts of the blue-haired YouTuber revealed all the more. He was wide awake, like a predator that caught his prey. Jack felt terrified, feeling the Asian male he had a crush on right above him. His breath tickled Jack's skin. What are you doing, Sean? He growled in a deep, sexy voice. It was too much already. The sound of Mark's hot voice so close to him gave Mr. Septic Eye a certain arousal in literally every cell of his body. Christ. Video Gamer just popped in. Hello, Video Gamer. You're just witnessing the greatest a yaoi fanfic between Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Go with it. God damn it. He was confused though. What? Or wait. He was confused though. What? Can you not tell me, Sean? Okay. Mark placed his knee between the flustered Irishman's legs and gently rubbed against it. His boxer briefs. It didn't take long for Jack to react even more, along with some helpless cries. Wah, what are you doing, Mark? Jack moaned. It was new, almost scary. He didn't know a Mark like this, and hell, never expecting something like this would happen. Stop, Mark. Mark obeyed, almost regretting what he had done. He moved a little to turn on the lamp that was on the nightstand. It wasn't that bright, but he could properly look at Jack. Jack was starting to tear up alongside his half-erected self and a deep shade of red which covered his cheeks. Mark never released his wrist. Mark's stare was steady, and not once left Jack's adorable face. It's overwhelmed both, but Jack seemed to be more affected by the situation. Considering the one he had a crush on for like a year was moments away from taking him missionary. You can't do this on a Christian stream, guys. Jack collected his thoughts and sobbed in between his spoken words. The heat kept rising between the two, though only Mark sweat a little more. Jack didn't sweat ever. I never meant for this to happen, Jack slowly started. Ever since that night, Mark knew all well he was referring to the night of a year ago in New York. He processed the information and kept quiet, giving Jack space to talk. You and I, when I had to come to, found myself in your arms. Mark swallowed. Jack gradually became more confident in his words. Ugh, you know, with all the this and that, you asshole. What did I ever do? Mark tried to play innocent in an impish way. He finally let go of Jack's wrist, though the desire of his hand wanting to seek out contact with Jack's skin was clearly there. You know, very well. Jack's eyes met Mark's. I like you, Mark. There, I said it, and it hurts because Jack was silenced by a kiss on his lips. Oh, here it is. So that's what it was, Mark thought. The same moment their lips parted, Mark took his time to look at Jack's face, and once more the Irishman stared at Mark as if he found himself in a perfect dream. In a perfect dream. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is real, right? Jack hesitantly asked. The YouTuber on top of Jack felt the corners of his mouth from an amused smile, one that could melt any person's heart, in this case, Sean's. Well, I'm not too sure about that. I never as hell imagined you could be this cute. Oh, what the fuck? R. Oh boy, it's getting hot. It's getting too hot. I'm gonna have to fucking take my shirt off because of how hot it's getting. Well, I'm not, I'm not too sure about that. I never as hell imagined you could be this cute. Okay. Ouch. What'd you do that for? Mark blurted out when his face met a pillow, followed by giggles and messy sniffs from the green-haired man. Way too long, man. Jack rested one of his hands on Mark's manly cheek, smiling at the feeling of the man's tiny hairs against his fingers. Hey, don't get all casual with touching me everywhere so quickly, you pervert, you fucking baka, Mark said in a way to hide his embarrassment, leaning in to kiss Jack on his forehead. Both seemed to not give fucks about anything, only each other. Their thoughts, worries, and anxieties drifted into the unknown, making the YouTubers feel all more complete. They enjoy each other's heat while Mark went ahead to lay on top of the smaller male instead. Jack's once raging stomach got replaced with a fuzzy, warm feeling he had never experienced before. Together, like that, they fell sound asleep, unaware of all the struggles that lie ahead. Yes, I'm going to upload this. I think I'm just going to separate the fanfiction and I'm going to post it. But yeah, I'm going to separate it as a highlight, so I think that'll be easier. Are you recording that? Or were you recording from the beginning? Either or, it doesn't matter. The following morning, Mark shoved his ass out of... Okay, good. I thought he was going to shove his ass on his cock. His ass out of bed without waking up the cute Jacksepticeye. He sneaked into the bedroom with his phone smiling brightly. Whilst washing his face with a cloth, he read the messages Wade, Bob, etc. had left him. Where are you, man? Wade. Matt told me you went to Ireland, he chuckled, replying to them. Though it would have been best to give him a call despite the costs. Yes? The uncertain, sleepy voice that came through the connected phone call made Mark laugh. He had forgotten there was a great time difference between New York and Ireland, basically calling him awake right now. Oh God, Wade. Yes, I'm in Ireland. Mark could make out of the noises in the background that Bob had paid him a visit. A persistent "ask Mark right now" reached the Asian man's ears. So, Mark, please do tell, why are you there? At Jack's place, I mean. Wade tried so hard not to laugh, but Bob took no effort whatsoever to let out a loud laughter, making the entire place lively. Oh, shut up, both of you. I know what you guys are thinking, Mark snarled at his best friends. They put me on speaker. I'm kind of trying to prepare myself to shower, Mark loudly told them, placing the phone on the wall shelf in between the typical bathroom items. He made a gesture with his hands, as if something had passed through somewhere, emphasizing his words to make it sound more convincing. No septipiler away, you idiots, you fucking bakas. Wait, are you going now? Later, Toxic. Have a nice evening. Thanks for stopping by and enjoying the shit show. Mark wasn't sure about what to tell them, or the entire world for that matter. Well, I almost fucked Jack, but that's just a minor detail. Hell no. He had somewhat come to terms last night. He harbored feelings for the Irishman, though not yet ready to step on the train, or, well, sailing ship in their cause. When are they gonna fuck? Like, seriously, when are they gonna fuck? There's been zero fucking in this entire thing. Mark had an inside facepalm so hard, while still in the call with Wade, his friends could almost sense it. What if Jack was lonely? Or drunk? Mark's thoughts went haywire halfway their conversations. It's soon. You keep saying that. He was so disappointed. He could be a hassle if that was the case. But Mark decided on his own to pretend as nothing happened more. All right, bets right now. Can we make bets? Who do you think is going to be the one pitching? Okay. Who do you think is going to be the pitcher? Okay, it's going to be soon. There's no way a male YouTuber slash best friend would actually fall for someone as goofy as Mark, right? Right. He had a girlfriend too. A little time jump. It was so strange, Mark thought to himself, when he had gotten out of the shower, drying his body. Jack has a girlfriend. I should confront Jack with this. The call with Wade didn't give me any suspicion either, like usual. Mark's thoughts stormed along his every move. He stepped into a pair of jeans he brought along after wearing his boxers. For starters, am I even gay? That's a good question. Mark shook his head. He stared into the mirror, reflecting on both himself and his life. Life last night felt so natural, like it had to be him. Come on. I sound like a baby plier right now. Cheer your ass up, self. Mark stepped out of the bathroom shirtless, walking to the living room. I've had girls before. So does that make me bisexual? Demisexual? Asexual? Not asexual. Am I an idiot? Yes, I am. I'm a very big idiot. He put his glasses on, a hand going through his blue bangs to fix it. Mark took a seat on the couch and rested his face on his hands, like he was part of some huge forbidden scandal. I'm 14 and this is deep. Oh no. Please don't report me to the FBI. So I like Jack. Sean. That little sweet brat slash YouTuber and best friend who has a girlfriend. Good job, Mark. Very well done. Why do I always seem to end up in the craziest situations possible? Jeez. The Asian sinner noticed Jack wasn't up yet. Hopefully still sound asleep in the guest bedroom. Alright, I'm slightly worried about my own thoughts. Okay, extremely worried. May just be an understatement. His mouth formed a mean smile. He couldn't maintain the sudden rush of curiosity. I'm going to report you. No, please. Please, don't report me, please. I'm just I just want to be a famous Twitch streamer. Please. Mark went into Jack's own bedroom. He flipped the light switch on and was amazed at the fact how organized it was. Well, his entire house was organized and clean compared to Mark's hellhole. Mark stepped further into his room. The first thing that caught his eye was a note that lay crumpled on the floor. Seems like there was some trash in it after all. Mark took the note, unfolding in his hands. All he was met with a mix of guilt mixed with pure jealousy. Sing's note, his heart ached upon the last few words, yours and forever. Fuck the story, yeah. Skip all this and get to the fucking. I'm almost there, okay? We gotta build up to it. We got a story build up to it. Because he keeps saying that it's close and then it's not. Okay. Jack felt happy. Or wait, Mark stuck the little paper note in the pocket of his jeans and left the room, keeping his cool. Jack opened his eyes. He woke up in an empty bed. His heart raced. The memories of last night ventured within his head. Oh God, he thought, while his fingers went through his green bangs. He wasn't disgusted by it. Jack felt happy. He wasn't this cheerful since ever. An energetic rush gave him the inspiration to make videos. Mark kissed me. He kissed me. We kissed. We slept together in the same bed. Jack's cheeks flushed a bright shade of pink. He wasn't really sure how to confront Mark. It was honestly like a fleeting dream. Not even Sing made him feel this way. Shit. Sing. He became slightly distressed, thinking about her. Well, technically, he just cheated on her. Above all, it felt strangely good. Not like she had to know, right? He was probably being an immense asshole right now. But there was no other way Jack knew about how to function in a situation like this. He would have to tell her eventually. How the feelings he thought were there for her were not there with the kind of like in a romantic way, and that Jack basically slept half nude with his best friend in the bed as if they were newlyweds. It was impossible to explain. In worst case scenario, Mark would. How was Mark even coping with all of it? Jack had to find out. The messy YouTuber got out of bed. He opened the door and sneaked to the living room, where he spotted Mark playing with his cell phone. Jack noticed he had already showered and dressed. Jack's eyes met with Mark's as soon as he got closer. He awkwardly tossed him a stiff smile, and he received a sweet, kind smile in return. Mark blushed slightly at the Irishman's appearance. He was so fucking sexy. What's a girlfriend? I don't know what's a girlfriend. If my girlfriend saw this stream, she would fucking destroy you for reading this shit. Like, in a good or bad way. Because it's garbage. I don't think it's canon, right? Unless this is canon. They gave him a smile. So good morning, Jack. Jack started the conversation. No, more like good afternoon, sleepyhead. Mark chuckled. It was harder to pull up this friendly pretense than they had thought. Whoa, not like I could help it. I was very comfortable. Jack paused. You want to talk about last night? Come on, where's the fucking? I want to see the fucking. God damn it. There's just nothing but talking. God damn it. And you said it was going to happen, but it's not happening. Okay. Nah, really, Mark. I meant what I said. Mark shrugged. Jack, are you even? I mean, sure. I'm not trying to upset you or anything, but you have a girlfriend. God damn it. I trust you. I just think it's a little too soon. Mark's determined look made Jack reassurance. The feeling was mutual, and Mark was struggling as hard as Jack. Let's wait a little, Jack decided. We'll see how it shall go. I will have a talk with Sing eventually. That's a good plan. Mark nodded to himself, spreading out those positive vibes. Having sorted that out, get your ass dressed. Let's get breakfast. What now? I just woke up. Jack pointed at the thing. God, where's the fucking? What? Where is the fucking? Where is it? God damn it. Where is this fucking? It's just, now they're going to get food. This is so boring. Oh, God. Okay. Ugh, now I lost where I was. Okay. While both YouTubers were walking and chatting outside, Mark and the chance spotted by fans wasn't as high. He was wrong. Finally, after surveying a horde of fans, both got into dinner and a seat far away from the window as possible. Like, I saw it too. Glad I tweeted earlier I was in Ireland. Mark grunted, grabbing the menu. Jack laughed. Hey, it was fun. Oh no, maybe people will start shipping Septipiler even more now. Jack copied a dramatic act with giggles along the way. Mark raised the eyebrow. Well, excuse me, Mr. Septic Eye. We were so passionate within my arms last night. Mark threw him a smirk. Shut up, Mark, you fucking baka. Jock blushed all the way to his ears. When Mark ordered food at the waiter that came to their table, Jack started to look around and scan the area. He saw 3 girls standing at the cash register, though they weren't exactly ordering something or hoping to find a seat, more like finding someone. The girls exchanged smiles and whispers, frequently staring at the 2 brunching YouTubers. I saw it too, but it's almost over. Jack gently nudged his foot against Mark's leg. Mark got a little startled and gave Jack a confused look. Oi, Jack! Are you two trying to get flirty with me in public? Mark laughed while trying to form a grammatically correct sentence. Fuck. You fucking wish, mate. Jack swallowed before he spoke in a soft tone. There are 3 girls staring at us. I think they know who we are. Mark turned around in the direction. They were starting to give a quick glance before meeting eyes with Jack again. Oh, what's the point? Aren't you used to these kind of things? Mark asked. I just want to spend time with you now, Mark selfishly stated. Jack chuckled. He felt blessed to have met Mark. A tender touch met Jack's knee. Mark had made contact with Jack's knee using his own. A warm smile appeared across his face. Jack, Mark spoke in a manly tone, loud enough for the other YouTuber to hear. His heart rate was unsteady, and his thoughts, but he tried anyway. You're cute. Christ. A sudden heat wave just surged through Sean's body. Mark's voice sounded almost erotic. Jack was too aware, only meant for him. Those 2 words meant Mark meant from the bottom of his heart, cute. He did not consider himself to be any such. The way Mark had put it was convincing as hell, though. Mark studied the Irishman's movements. The way Jack trembled on his chair. His was far too fucking Mark's instincts was 2 seconds away from eating him inside of the food he ordered. From eating him inside of the food. Meanwhile, the waiter returned with the food, pulling Mark away from his animalistic instinct to his senses. Jack, however, was struggling a long time. Mark took a few bites from his sandwich. He absolutely didn't want to hold back with eating, desperately trying to cure himself from the hunger within. Jack ate slow. He wasn't all too sure whether it was the food's bad taste or the throbbing hard pull in his underwear. I hear it. Here it comes. Here it comes, folks. After fucking, how long have I been reading this? Fucking over an hour. Here it comes. Taking things slow would kill his ass. It was already a hassle to try and control his feelings over 2 damn words. Fuck. Jack felt like one hell of a sexually deprived man. Mark was doing this on purpose, despite the risks. Jack took a sip from his black coffee. It didn't help. His pants were suffocating his member. Mark knew he had aroused him. The Asian German threw him a cocky smile. I want him, Jack thought. Ooh, here it is. Ooh, here it is. He stared into Mark's eyes. He filled with the lust and desire, unaware of how sexy he looked. Mark responded more than he thought he should have. The slight coffee moistened lips of Jack's were met by Mark's. Mark had gotten up with a proper usage of his brain. The action almost went simultaneously, which allowed him to lean in better. After the two deprived, sexually driven YouTubers parted from their shared kiss, Jack's face lit up like a red Christmas decorative light bulb. Mark's eyes darted around to see if anyone was watching, though those were the last of his concerns. Lucky, Mark thought. Well, he hoped no one was watching. Jack tightly held on the fork he had used to eat the leftover olives. His needs were torturing him. He dropped the fork. Jack got up from his seat and left to the restroom in silence, reaching for his phone to get any distraction out of it. Well, it wasn't exactly top-notch comfortable to walk around with a painful heart-on. Moreover, one was caused by his sassy crush. He went into one of the stalls, passing by a guy who looked like in his mid-40s, and locked the door behind him. Fuck, fook! Jack unbuttoned his pants, lowering them together with his boxer, freeing his hard member. His hand wrapped around his candy cone, and he started to rub it against the skin of his hand. He couldn't stop, suppressing his moans by biting his shirt, revealing his chest. The heat and pleasure drove him insane. Okay. When the restroom door closed behind him, behind the seemingly last person that left, he opened his mouth where his shirt went over his stomach. Ah, Mark. Gosh, if blushing could kill, Jack would be 100 feet under right now. Jesus Christ. Jack, the sound of the Asian German deep voice echoed in the restroom. Jack fell silent, disgracefully holding his erection. That sounded, Mark paused a bit. Really sexy just now. What are you doing, Jack? Oh. The sound of his footsteps came closer to the bathroom stall. Jack finally caved in and unlocked the door, jump attacking Mark. Mark, I can't. The very sole fact alone, Jack was almost grinding his exposed erection against Mark in public. It was hot, honestly. Like the kind of sinful hot when you're watching your first sexy nude picture of your crush in your horny teenager years with sugar on top. Holy hotling. Penis time. Mark couldn't take the immense seduction of the Irishman. He roughly pushed him back into the bathroom stall. Jack's heart felt like it was about to burst. Mark's wasn't in any better condition, though. You know what you've brought yourself into, right? The deep manliness of the man's voice was like a delicacy to Jack's ears. It could bring him to his knees. Literally, submission. Jack mewled at the little pecks and love bites Mark left him on his neck. The fire-burning passion to tear each other's skin and eat one another alive was too great. But Mark's newly found dominance was heaven for the surrendered Jacksepticeye. It made Jack all timid rather than energetic. The Asian German had him wrapped up all around his finger. He loved it. Jack realized the way to Mark's affection showered him. It was both gentle, lustful at the same time. Jack knew he was finally in the arms of the one he wanted to be with forever. Don't moan so loud, Sean, Mark panted in Jack's ear. It was too much. Jack took his shirt off. The needy Jacksepticeye got a hold of Mark's hand and moved it down his hard dick. touch me, Mark. His earnest yet lewd voice was like music to Mark's ears, and the entire body for that matter. Oh, I'll touch you, all right. The American male responded. Mark moved his fingertips up and down his shaft, wetting it entirely with the pre-cum that had escaped Jack's twitching dick. He took it a bit further by grasping Jack's dick all around with his firm hand, pumping it pumping it on a quick pace. The sensitive pleased Jack groaned and squealed out broken moans and Mark's name. Mark! Ah! Mark! Ma! Yes, sweet little kitten, come for me, dear. I know you want to. Mark wholeheartedly whispered into Jack's ear. The blue-haired man was enjoying it too much, and perhaps more than he should. Those kinky words that had left his mouth, he never thought he would, were almost shameful. Whilst Mark pleased his erection, he decided to sink his teeth into his pale skin right onto his shoulder. And hard. Jack couldn't take it anymore. With one final moan, he came. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Eat Me Daddy. I am dumbfounded. So, let me ask this. All the time it took to get here just for 4 seconds of sex, I know. You know, that was okay. It had a lot of build up, but it had too much build up, I feel. I give it a 7 out of 10. It doesn't come close to... Okay, can I ask you guys a question? Do you guys know what Sonic High School is? I'm curious. Do you guys know what Sonic High School is? Because I might read the first chapter of that, because that's one of my favorite fan fictions. Hold on. Okay, it's this one. One of my... No, we are done. No, I want to continue reading fan fiction. Sonic and High School. Where is Sonic? Is this it? Hold on. I gotta find it. I think this is it. God damn it, that's not it either. Where the hell is this it? God damn it. There's this one. Weed me a bedtime story about Sonic and his poopy diaper. There's a place on Roblox based off that. Okay. Oh no, I gotta sleep, but I want to listen. Well, just sleep and just have it on in the background. You know? That'll be easier. God damn it, where is Sonic High School? Why are there so many Sonic High School? Sonic High School. Also, hello, Enix. What's going on, man? I'm never playing Roblox on this stream, ever. Where are you, Sonic High? No, I'm not. That is one thing I will never do. I will never play Roblox on this channel. That is the bottom line. If I ever play Roblox game on this, then I might as well just die. I'd fucking kill myself because I don't want to play Roblox. Roblox is a bad thing. God damn it, I can't find it. Fucking... What is, what's the worst Sonic fan fiction? God damn it. No, whoa, I almost clicked on the Sonic fan art. Get me out of here. No. Okay. I'm not... What's this one? Is this it? Yes, this is it! Oh my god, this is it! Okay, okay. Okay. Here it is. Thank you, Hauntling. Thank you, Hauntling. Wait, what is... Wait a minute, hold on. Enix sent something. I need to see this. No, this is the fanfiction! God damn it! Ready to poop this party. God damn it. It's very well liked. It's very fucking well liked. Yes, confirm. I swear to God. Enix, okay, I think I need you in on this, Enix. Do you want to... Here, call me on... Here, hold on. I'm gonna start a voice call. Here. You want to just pop in, because I need help with this. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Hold on. Ah, shit. It's doing that thing again. Hold on. God damn it. Cancel. Okay, now say something. Wait, what's going on? My computer's making noises right now.
Sounds like you switched mics.
Did I? Do I sound normal still?
No.
Oh, it must be going off of my... Hold on. God damn it. Do I sound like I'm far away?
Yes.
It's going off of my my webcam microphone for some reason. Here. Desktop, no. Set as D. How's that sound?
Much better.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. All right. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going down this road, guys. Thanks to EnixSquared himself. This is we're gonna... He was talking about this earlier. Too many stinky pies by Ready to Poop This Party. Alone on Your Birthday. Ugh. How many chapters? There's 3 chapters, you said?
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. All right, so I'm gonna hop right into this, okay?
Hold on, I gotta get my lotion.
God damn it, don't. Don't get your fucking lotion. That's no good.
I gotta my diaper's in the microwave. I'll be right back.
No, what the fuck? Don't. God damn it. This is not good. Okay.
You know about the diaper microwaving?
That's a thing?
Have you heard of Pamper Chew?
I think I've heard of the name, but what is he? What did he do?
He would like microwave like used diapers that he'd find in the dumpster, and then he'd put them on.
God damn it. God damn it, Enix. Why the fuck do you find this shit?
I don't know.
God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna get into reading this. Chapter 1. Happy birthday to me. Your voice cracks as you mournfully finish the song, and you blow out the single candle on in the cupcake. In a bare apartment in a city where you don't know a single soul, you celebrate your birthday alone. And then a smile cracks on your face. Actually, you're pretty excited about this new chapter in your life. Leaving behind your old town was tough, but you're starting your dream job tomorrow. What's that? Fucking shitting in diapers? God damn it. But when you saw a cozy little bakery just down the street from your apartment building, you got the idea to act out a little sad, lonely birthday scenario for yourself. Theatrics aside, though, you are celebrating your birthday alone, and that kind of sucks, but sooner or later, you'll make a friend, right? There's a knock on the door, and you sit up in surprise. You're not expecting anyone, but maybe someone saw you move in. Could be one of your new neighbors. Might as well start your new life off on a sociable foot. You rise to your feet and walk to the door. Still a bit curious, you peer through the peephole and jerk back slightly as you're confronted by an enormous blue eye. Who's ever on the other side, it seems, has their face right up against the side of the other side. The peephole's lens makes their eye seem incredibly large too. It's all you can see. Hi,
Do the voice.
Chirps a voice.
Do the voice.
I'm not doing the fucking voice. Fuck you, Enix. I'm not doing the fucking voice.
You gotta do the voice.
Then you do the voice.
Okay.
Hi! Just wanted to meet my new neighbor! The voice is feminine and very friendly. Even if you still haven't gotten a good look at her, you feel pretty good about opening the door. You pull the door open and oh wow, at first you're not quite sure what you're looking at. She's a woman. You weren't wrong about that, but she's huge. Not just huge, not just tall, 7 feet if she's an inch, but wide. Walking Dead season 4. Oh. She's wide. She's wider than the door, but her side isn't what's strange about her. She's pink, not just rosy. Every inch of her that you can see is cotton candy pink. Her face sports a stubby, equine snout, and her eyes, well, it wasn't just the peephole that made them look so big. They're much bigger than human eyes. I have to go play it. Oh no, mistaken. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, scaring him away, but it's okay. And based on what you're seeing, all these details add up to the one conclusion. The creature standing before you is Pinkie Pie. Even her voice is the same, now that you think about it. But she's not a pony. She's standing upright, with arms that end in hands, and prominent bust resting on her enormous belly. She's also wearing clothes, a purple blouse with puffy sleeves, a short polka dotted skirt, and below that, no, it can't be what you think it is. Setting that aside, wait, what is below? I don't want to know what that is. I don't want to know.
It's a diaper.
Oh no.
Spoiler alert, it's a diaper.
Setting that aside though, she's actually really hot. Not a lot of guys would be into that big belly, but it's definitely your thing. Pinkie Pie appearing at your door makes no goddamn sense.
This story is very immersive.
I need some fucking VR helmet to fucking view this thing, for Christ's sake. But it's hard to be too upset about it. Hey neighbor, she says, smiling down with your bright eyes. I'm Pinkie Pie. I thought you seemed lonely, so I thought I'd stop by. Wait, you said, raising your finger. So you, Pinkie Pie, are my neighbor. You live in these apartments, and hang on, you thought I seemed lonely? Based on what? Aw, don't worry about that, says Pinkie Pie. Pinkie's here, and that means it's a party. Before you can react, she throws her chubby arms around you and lifts you up into a hug. Her flabby belly is pillow soft, and it feels like you sink halfway into it when she hugs you. Your face is buried between her tits, and while you're shocked at her strength, it feels amazing to be held like this. How do they allow this on, what is this, FIM, fanfiction?
Is this permitted on Twitch?
I don't know. I really don't know.
There's no imagery.
There's no imagery. I'm just reading. I think reading I mean, if Bren Daniel can get away with reading all the shit he read on YouTube, I think Twitch will be fine with this. As long as I'm not showing, like, you know, diaper Pinkie Pie getting...
Well, you know what? You can, if you can't read this, but if you go to the Twitch front page and there's titties hanging out, you know,
yeah,
it's just unfair.
Yeah, it's unfair.
We gotta read our diaper fix.
Yeah, we need to rise up, diaper community. Rise up. Diapergate is real. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Putting the finishing touches on my different strokes diaper fetish.
Dude, remember you were obsessed with different strokes? You like
Dude, no, we were the strokies.
the strokies. We were the strokies. God damn.
We watched like every fucking episode.
We did. I think when it started was the one with the fucking the bike episode, remember?
Yeah, and then the one where the kid gets kidnapped.
Oh, dude, that one was fucked. That one
I'm
was...
gonna kill your family, Sam.
I'm gonna murder your whole family if you fucking run away from me, boss.
And then Willis joins a gang. It's another good one.
And then the whole time, like friggin' what's his name? Gary Coleman was just like busting jokes the entire time.
Yeah.
What's that monkey doing to that woman?
This is an adult cartoon, Willis.
God damn it. All right, where did I leave off? Okay. Pinky releases you, setting you back down on the floor. Mind if I keep you company? She asks. You seem like a fun guy to hang out with. Oh. She leans to the side, looking past you at the coffee table on the other side of the room. You have cupcakes. She barges past you, bumping you aside with her belly as she waddles across the floor. There's a strange crinkling sound every time she moves her legs. But that can't really mean what you think it means, can it? You can see it. She's wearing a fucking diaper, man.
I think maybe he thinks it's some sort of specialty underwear, so he doesn't quite get.
He doesn't. Well, he's gonna get it soon.
The plump, filled, plush, crinkly diaper.
God damn it. Pinky sits her wide ass on your couch, one of the few pieces of furniture your new apartment has, and starts grabbing cupcakes from the box on your coffee table. She puts one cupcake in her mouth whole, and after chewing for a moment, she swallows and pops the second one in her mouth, and she already has 2 more cupcakes in each hand ready to eat. Your instinctive reaction is to be offended. She just charged into your apartment and started eating your cupcakes, a lot of them, without even asking. Jesus. Then you realize that you didn't buy a lot of cupcakes. You bought 1 cupcake for your lonely birthday party, but now there's a box on the table? A box with 8 cupcakes still in it? What the... Wait, what? Okay.
It like implies she has magic powers to create infinite cupcakes.
Okay, great. You feel like you should be unnerved, but Pinky is so friendly that it's hard to be frightened. You take a seat beside her, and without hesitating, she puts her arm around you, pulling you close. Again, you sink into her belly, settling into the soft, warm flab. Let's have some fun, says Pinky. Oh, you got games. This is not Enix. I don't know if this is gonna be good. It's not looking good.
It gets real good, trust me.
Your game system is about the only other thing than your couch that you have set up. Who moves in and then just sets up their couch and then their game system first? Like, who does that?
I have several times.
Well, I know, but like, you gotta have everything else set up at least, right? Like, get comfortable. Whatever. Your game, what do you got? I want to play a racing game. She turns on the system, then navigates the menu with one hand while she shoves cupcakes in your mouth with the other. It happens that you do have a kart racing game already installed. A Mario Kart knockoff that's fun enough as long as you don't care too much about winning. The items aren't well balanced and the rubber banding is a bit much, but it's fine for parties. You start up a match and soon you're getting into it. It makes no sense that you're sitting next to Pinkie Pie, a character from a cartoon show, but it's nice to have a friend. And it's nice, and it's kind of extra nice that she got this big pillowy belly that you can lean against. You're getting pretty turned on, actually, which feels weird, since you're still not even sure if she's real. Christ, this is getting bizarre.
This is like not even the most bizarre part.
No.
In about like a couple paragraphs, it gets to the best part.
Oh no, they're just gonna start shitting, right?
Yeah, start with the dialogue.
Okay. She's having a good time, though. She really gets excited every time she gets a good item or takes the lead. Although she'd probably be doing better if she didn't stop every so often to shovel cupcakes into her mouth. I already know where this is going, but goddamn, those cupcakes are gonna go right through her. That's the really fucked part about it. Even for a girl as big as her, she's really putting those cupcakes away. She must have eaten 20 of them by now. Wait, 20? The box on the table only held a dozen. And even that box wasn't here at first. It was just one cupcake you bought by yourself. You looked down at the box of cupcakes. It's still sized to hold a dozen, but there are 9 left in the box, and she's been eating them constantly.
Like JoJo stand.
It's her stand. What would it be? The cupcake song.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
God damn it! But that means he's a stand user because he can see it.
Well, you'll soon find out what his stand is.
Wait, is this a JoJo crossover?
No.
That would make this the greatest fucking fan fiction ever. Pinky, are you Pinky, you say, unsure how to ask the question you have in mind. So the cupcakes, they're really good, says Pinky. They're from the bakery down the street, right? I hope it's okay that I took a few. There's still plenty left for you. You look back down at the box, which now holds a full dozen. God damn it. Pinky, what is going on? You ask weakly. We're just hanging out, says Pinky. We're just hanging out, playing some games and eating cupcakes. What's wrong? Are you nervous about having a girl in your apartment? No, that's not it. That's really not it. Nah, I get it, she says. Even for a cute guy like you, a sexy girl on your couch can be pretty nerve-wracking. How about I do something to make myself less intimidating?
Here it comes.
Before you can answer, Pinky leans away from you, lifting one giant butt cheek off the couch. Her face scrunches in concentration. And she releases a long, low fart, an emission that makes your body rattle with the sound of it. I'm already seeing my subscriber count just drop below -0.
You're hemorrhaging followers.
This is what I'm gonna be known for, is reading fart fan fictions. The air, oh god, the air fills with the scent of Pinky's boot. And it's a real stinker. Oh my god. Being a cartoon pony doesn't imbue her farts with the fragrance of cotton candy or everything. You should be grossed out. But you've always been into that sort of thing? Having a pretty girl release a huge fart next to you is actually a huge turn on, and your persistent half chub grows into a full erection. Enix, no. No, I want to go back. What have you done? Wow. Wow, that was a big one, huh? Says Pinky. When a girl farts in front of you, that kind of kills the mystique, right? So now you can just think of me as a regular old friend. Her mouth curls into a sly grin. It still looks like you're nervous. Maybe I better fart some more. Don't worry, your pal Pinky's gonna keep on farting till there's no tension between us. You don't really know what to say to that. So you just start another round of kart racing, but this time Pinky does more than get excited when something good happens. She farts. Sometimes long, sometimes abrupt, but always loud and increasing. She's filling the air with her powerful smelly gas. And while most people would be retching, you're more and more turned on, and your hard cock twitching with every burst of gas from Pinky's giant butt. And she's not just farting, she's slowly inching herself onto your lap. Each time she farts, she's a little closer. First, she's blasting gas on your outer thigh. Then she scoots just a bit closer. By the time the cart crosses the finish line, you're leaning her around her to see the screen, and she's farting directly on your crotch. God.
Hold on, I'm gonna add some ambiance to this.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. And she's not just... God damn it. No. And while you... God... And when you prod at the garment she's wearing under her skin, you realize you've been right all along. She's wearing a diaper. Pinky, you said, as she turns her head to smile at you. She's sitting directly on your lap. Now, which isn't so bad despite her size. She doesn't seem to weigh quite as much as she should. Oh, Enix, no. She said, she says cheerfully. Are those farts doing the job? Just say the word and I'll give more. I can fart all day if I have to. I just wanted to ask, are you wearing a diaper? Yeah. Okay, why? Pinkie Pie giggles. So I can do this, silly. She closes her eyes, clenches her fists, and you hear her diaper crinkling as if something is pushing away into it. She's pooping. She's pooping her diaper right in front of you. Not just right in front of you. She's sitting on your lap, and she fills her diaper, and you feel the mass settling on your crotch. Jesus fucking Christ.
You just gained 2 viewers right at this moment.
I did, and that's that concern. 3. I just know. Oh my god. And it's even bigger turn on than her body, even getting bigger than the farting. You're so into this, and you're pretty sure Pinkie Pie knows what's going on. Oh no, she's doing to you. She looks over her shoulder, smiling innocent at you. Hey, is it okay for me to poop in my diaper, right? Did Masked Pony make this?
Poopy diapers.
Jesus. No, you managed to choke. Okay, I guess. Okay, good, Pinkie Pie says. Her smile becomes less innocent, because it'd be super rude for me to make big stinky poopies in my diaper if it just so happened that you were turned on by that sort of thing. She grunts, pushing more smelly mess into her diaper.
This diaper's gotta be fucking massive at this point.
It's gotta be as big as her. Like, god damn it.
Poking it and it's like jello.
Jesus Christ. She grunts, pushing more smelly mess into her diaper, but you're not, right? No, you manage to choke out. Yeah, you're not aroused by any of this, right? She says mockingly. I bet if I went into your computer, I wouldn't find a single picture of anthroponies pooping into their diapers. That's really specific. Would I? No drawings of me unloading massive messes in my pony pamper. She grunts again, and her diaper swells with poop. Actually,
swells with poop. That's like the best description I've ever heard.
Actually lifting up her slightly as the mess grows bigger.
It's like the episode of South Park where Randy shits in the toilet.
Oh yeah, and then he like just goes up. He just scooches up into the air. Where was I? You lean back groaning as Pinky mashes her messy diaper into you.
You missed the thing above it. The
Oh,
dialogue.
okay. And since you're not turned on right now, I can do this. She begins to move her hips back and forth, using her big poopy diaper to stroke your cock through your pants. And you won't even come? You won't even come! Come!
You're gonna shoot cum.
You're gonna shoot hot cum everywhere! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Everything smells.
You lean back groaning as Pinky mashes her messy diaper into you, still filling it with more and more poop. This is so bad. I know, Hauntling. It's so fucking bad. You lean back groaning. Okay, you should tell her to stop, but you're absolutely loving this. She's so big, and she's pooping endlessly into a diaper that seems to have limitless capacity. As you look down, you see her diaper, tightly tinged brown, oh god, by the mess within, growing over the sides of your lap, completely enveloping your thighs, but it doesn't leak. It holds my stinky poopy diaper, or wait, every ounce of her poop as she moves back and forth, stroking your hard cock with her messy diaper. My stinky poopy diaper is so gross, isn't it? She says. Not sexy at all. I bet my big smelly poopies aren't gonna make you come. Not even a little bit. And then you come. I'm gonna tweet this shit at Donald Trump. I'm gonna tweet this right at him. Be like, this is what's in your country, man. And then you come groaning, squirming underneath Pinky's big pink butt, her enormous brown mess. You jizz straight into your boxers and go limp. Oh, maybe I was wrong, says Pinky. Maybe you're a poopy pervert. Well, do you want to know a secret? Pinky's a poopy pervert too. Maybe me and my big messy diaper should stick around, huh? Maybe we could turn your new apartment into Pinky's poopy party. So, okay, sure, you whispered, too drained and confused to argue.
He's a fucking hollow man after this experience.
I'm dying inside.
That's so good.
I hate my life, man.
I'm reading a comment from Brony. I'm enjoying the story. I wonder how it's going to continue. Keep up the good work.
Where are the comments?
If you go to the page, they're on the bottom.
Okay. Oh my god. What's going on? Oh my god.
You just gotta scroll to the bottom.
No bueno. Okay, seriously, do you have some kind of hate brigade after you or something? Hey, retards, if it's not your fetish, don't fucking read it. No one is forcing you to do so. Yeah, Enix, no one is forcing me to do so. So why the fuck should I be reading it?
I'm forcing you to read it.
I thought it was awesome. Enormous rush of downvotes. Every single positive comment is downvoted as hell. The one negative comment has many upvotes. I like how there are people autistic enough that they are religiously following you for the sake of downvoting. I'm picturing them, tears of frustration falling down their fat cheeks, screeching as they press every single thumbs down button available to them. I learned a long time ago that the upvote downvote system breaks when it comes to fetish pieces being posted. You don't get votes based off quality. You get votes based off, ew, this isn't my fetish. I think you did just fine. I need more of this story in my life.
The virgin hater versus the Chad diaper fetish.
Look at assy ass man's picture.
Yay, poo.
I'm saving this shit. Oh my god. Please tell me you're working on the next chapter. Christ, Enix, my innocence has been taken away from me.
Yeah, the other chapters are more positive comments.
God damn it. Too many stinky pies. Well, it's official. God is dead. God is truly a dead person. And this is why he doesn't want to come back to us.
This is what Steve saw in Spy Kids.
This is what he saw. This is what was inside the suitcase in Pulp Fiction when what Samuel L. Jackson was trying to defend.
This cannot be seen by mortal eyes.
It can't be. It can't be. I think on that note, I think I'm gonna call her quits for the evening.
I'm gonna call her shits for the evening.
Shut the fuck up, dude. This is not good. This is really not good. This is gonna... I'm gonna go viral with this, and then everybody is gonna be like, it's the Speed Mobile poop stream. That's the poop stream.
It's the guy who likes a stinky diaper.
It's the guy who reads my fan fiction.
The nice stories.
Jesus Christ, man. Alright, well, on that note, I'm gonna end it. Ah, God, I'm still on the TikTok memes. You got anything you want to say, dude? You got any memes that don't involve shitting or brapping?
It's a hard one.
Yeah, it is. I bet you are a hard one right now.
No, I'm limp after that story.
Limp Bizquick.
I blasted.
You
I'm unbelievably limp.
You Jimmy Neutron brain blasted. Oh Christ. Well, if you got nothing to say, I'm gonna end it.
Good night to everybody.
I'm saying good night. Goodbye, Hauntling. Goodbye, everyone. We're gonna read more fan fiction in the future, I bet. So you can bet on that. But at the same time, I'm gonna take her a break.
See you next week when we play Equestria After Dark.
Are we? No, this isn't gonna turn into the shitpost Brony stream. Picking on Bronies are too easy to pick on.
We'll play Sonic Flash Episode 7.
Why not?
Newgrounds.
Why not, dude? Why not? Anyway, I'm heading her out. Deuces.
Dices.